apply the powder, and that will calm it all down. So these little Revlon compacts come with just a little powder puff. I actually use this even though I have the brushes, and I just happen to hold it this way so that it's rolled between my fingers, and I just press it into the product and literally just press it all over my face. I would even go so far as to press, and of course my fingers won't work properly now. Now the reason that you pat is because if you drag the powder puff across your face, you will actually move all the makeup that you've just put down. So this is basically setting the makeup so that it stays in place for the length of time you want it to. Now once you've patted it, just very gently, if you notice you've got any areas that you may have been a bit heavy-handed with, just very gently just sweep over it with the buff, and you'll notice that it'll bump any of that loose and excess powder off. And then again, just down under your jawline, just to blend it all together. As I mentioned, I'm going to be using this eyeshadow quad. So there is a couple of colours in it. So what I will do is I'm going to use these bottom three colours just so that to give you a simple look. So first of all, I'm going to take this top colour here, which is the lightest shade, and again just on my ring finger I'm just going to put some powder on that and basically take it from the crease of my eye up to my brow bone, just to add a little bit of highlight colour, and just blend it. If you feel it's too heavy, or you know you don't like the colour, you can use a clean finger and simply mute it down using that finger to take the colour out. I'm not a fan of really shimmery shades on my brow bone, but it certainly does make a difference to have some colour there. So again, just sort of sweep it and blend it with your finger to tone it down if it's a colour that you feel is too heavy for you. Then I'm going to take this goldy colour here, and again just on my finger, because unfortunately I don't have the brushes that, well, the sponges applications that came with this. This is sort of a taupey sort of colour. It's quite nice actually. Just basically just start from the center of your eye, keep going back in for more as you need it, and just apply to your whole lid up to that crease area. Now really you can get so many quads or even trio eyeshadows in all different brands. They do not have to be expensive. Just a colour that you might happen to like, fawns or taupes and browns. You might happen to like pinks and purples. Just pick a colour that you're happy with and that you think you'll get the use out of it, and experiment with it. So just put that colour, as I say, all over your lid. So it's just giving you a little bit of colour. There's no shimmer, there's, you know, nothing out there. It's still a very subtle look. So if you're not used to wearing makeup, you're not going to look in the mirror and be absolutely mortified at what you see. Now I'm just going to go in with this last colour, which may be a bit dark for some people, so you can put it on as lightly as you like, and it's this lovely plum. And this time I'm just going to take it on my pinky, just because it'll give me a little bit more control. And I am just going to basically pat and blend and blot that on the outer corner of my eye, just to deepen the colour. This helps to make your eye just look a little bit bigger, and just adds a bit of colour to the outside of your eye. So just adds that little bit of variation. Now, if you don't like eyeliners, you can certainly skip this step. I personally would wear an eyeliner with this because I just would like to have that little bit of darkness out. You could either use it on top of your eyelashes, or you could use it to do your top and bottom waterline. Now, I happen to find this the easiest way to get great coverage. Okay, so what I might actually do to show you is I've done my waterline and my tight line on this eye. And the other thing, just to show you something a bit different if you want to go a bit darker, is you can just take a little bit of this brown on your lash line, just on the outer corner if you like. You can take it all the way in if you like. It's entirely up to you. I'll do it on one eye only just so that you can see the difference. And then if you like, you can also just take it on your lash line, right against your lash line, just underneath your eye. And again, I would just take this, being that it's such a subtle look that you're going for, I would just do it on that very, very edge. So that's the look. So one with no eyeliner, one with eyeliner, personal preference definitely. Mascara, as I say, for me, this is something I'd be happy to go without eyeshadow, but would definitely wear mascara. So some people don't like it. One of the things I haven't said is to apply my makeup, I actually use a magnified mirror because that's the only way I can see. So they're also available they're like a shaving mirror that has I think they're 5x10 or 10 by is what they're called, and they just are magnified, so it makes everything, shows your imperfections more. However, I can see what I'm doing, so just do top lashes. The other thing I might do is, I know some people aren't keen on wearing mascara on their bottom lashes, so what I also may do is just leave this side, just the top lashes done. So I will look lopsided, but it'll just give you a general idea of and then I will do the bottom ones on this side. Once again, it really is personal preference and personal choice as to, you know, what you prefer and what you don't prefer. I happen to like the lashes, my bottom lashes done, because I feel like it makes my eyes bigger. So that's the look, just to give you an idea. Next, I'm going to go in with this quad. Now this comes with a very teeny tiny little brush, but I'm going to use my fingers just to give you a really good idea. So firstly, I'm going to go in with this colour, which is the contouring colour, and just on my ring finger again, I'm just going to run it basically just along the bottom of my cheekbone. Now, as you can see, this colour is so subtle, so hopefully you can see that it's not something to be afraid that, you know, I'm going back in for the third or fourth time, and it really is very subtle. So, but it does help to contour and shape your face, I find. So if you don't want to go through this step, you can certainly skip it and just purchase for yourself just a plain blush. I just happen to be used to that. So then I'm just going to use these two fingers and go into this. As you can see, and as I mentioned, this is so subtle, these colours, and just basically blend on your cheeks. If you're not used to makeup and you want something really subtle, all this is going to do is give you a really soft, gentle glow on your cheekbones, just to give you a bit more colour, being that you don't want to look washed out with your foundation on. So just very subtly and very gently just blend those with those two fingers just across your cheekbone, just to add a bit of colour and a bit of shape to your face. And very lastly, I'm just going in with my ring finger again with this little highlight color here, just dabbing it very, very lightly, so I'm not using a lot, and very gently just tapping it, and then just going to run it across the bone, top bone of my cheek, just to give a little bit of highlight and a little bit of color and a bit of shimmer. So really subtle sort of look. So a very subtle look, not something that is too outrageous, you know, or would make you feel incredibly uncomfortable, I wouldn't think. And lastly, just lipstick. And of course the beauty with this is you can throw it in your handbag and touch it up, so for quite a while. And as I mentioned, this is quite like, is just a slightly deeper shade than my natural skin tone, so it's just a really subtle basic routine. So just using your fingers and just a couple of really basic products and a mirror that's magnified so that you can see, you know, putting my glasses on, a really nice look. You know, it's not overpowering, it's not out there, it's not in your face, it's just a really basic sort of subtle look. If you are not used to wearing makeup and you're looking to do something, you know, that's a little bit subtle, and you're not keen to jump into colours that are, you know, bold and bright and out there, this is certainly a look that I would personally recommend that you try. And if you are into makeup, then it's just a really nice, soft, gentle, romantic sort of look anyway. So I hope you've enjoyed. If you would like to see more like this, or if you have any other ideas, questions, comments, please let me know. Would love for you to subscribe and be part of my giveaway. I'm very much looking forward to that. And if you have any requests or any videos that you'd like me to do, please message me or leave a comment. I'm on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. All the links are down below the video, so please join me and follow me, and I hope you enjoy the journey that I keep taking, and be kind to yourselves more than anything else, and accept that we are getting older and we aren't perfect, and in fact nobody is. Be beautiful on the inside, and that will shine through, and that's a lesson I need to learn for myself. So I hope you've enjoyed, and I will hopefully see you all again soon. Thank you for joining me once again. Bye.